Hi everybody, it's Dara, and it's lunchtime, and I am going to show you how to make a low-fat, not tuna, pate. And it'll be a great pate that you can put into romaine lettuce, you can roll up in nori. I'll decide what to do with it after I make the pate, and it's so super easy. All I did was soak some sunflower seeds. Now I have to tell you, these sunflower seeds that I'm using are the best that I've ever had, and they came out of the Longevity warehouse. And I will tell you, it makes a difference when you make the pate. There's just like a softness. I really enjoy these, so just so you know, Longevity warehouse is a great place to get them. So I soaked the sunflower seeds just for like 2 to 4 hours, and then they're all nice and drained, and I'm going to, for my not tuna, I use celery, onions, and a little bit of dulse and lemon, and that's it. So I got this dulse at Whole Foods, a product of Iceland. It's very nice, you don't need a lot. And lemon, and let me just get, I think I have shallots. Yes, I would have liked a big yellow onion, but I used it, so I'll use what I have, which is that. And I'll just chop while I talk. Now, my mission is to show you how to be raw. We have heard a lot about why raw. A lot of us know that it's important to, I have to wash this, it's important to eat a lot of living foods, but do we know how to do it? The question is how. And I will tell you that there are better ways than others to eat a living plant-based diet. So let's run some water here. And I think that, you'll see you really need to take a look at the people who are recommending diets and see if that's what you want to look like, what your energy wants to be like, what their countenance is like. And if somebody is perhaps eating too much nuts, they might put on some weight, their eyes won't be as clear. I love nuts. I had a little bit Brazil nut chia pudding this morning. And I love to have nuts here and there in my diet, but it's not a mainstay of my diet. The mainstay of my diet is leafy greens, some seeds, but mostly fruit and greens. So that's just what I like to do, and it works for me for energy and for cleansing. And what I think is really important to know is that there's like an ebb and flow. You go more towards the cleansing extreme, but to maintain a diet that's so completely, void of fat, whole fats like avocado and nuts and seeds is not a good idea, but it's a good idea to know when your body needs to back off from the nuts and seeds and when it needs to go towards more fat. And the cleaner you get and the more mindful with your diet, the more you will know these little nuances that you need to follow for yourself. And it's not a strict one way for me. It's not just this one narrow road all the way through life. That would be so not fun, which is why you'll see me being very versatile with chocolates, and I'll make tonics, and I'll make some desserts, and then I'll make just, for a while I'll just be eating only watermelon, or you'll see a week of just salads and different really pure salad dressings. So really my mission is to show how to be raw, how to do this easily and simply for yourself and your family, so that you can maintain this way of life. So the pretty fancy recipes are wonderful and they're exciting for parties and for special events, but I like to show you what do I do? When I'm hungry and I'm downstairs working, I was making this piece of jewelry. One of our family members on YouTube ordered this little Sleeping Beauty turquoise pendant. And it's the first time I've been back at the bench, the jewelry bench, in a really long time. So thank you, Erin, for, inspiring me. So you'll be seeing more pieces come up. But the point is that I was downstairs in a whole other realm besides food. A lot of the times I'm up here making videos and I'm always around food, but today I really wasn't at all thinking about food, and all of a sudden I'm hungry. I was clever enough earlier on to soak some sunflower seeds. But if I didn't do that, I would still show you, and what I like to do is show you what I do when I haven't done any preparation whatsoever in the food department. So how to be raw, how to eat a plant-based diet is basically I've come up with after a year of making these videos. That's what I want to do. And on top of that, the next level of evolution, which I'm really excited about. Actually, I really want to add, I'm going to add the celery after I blend up the seeds, because then it won't turn all green. So what I want to do is show you, I started with Mike the Urban Gardener. I want to show you different styles of how to get the freshest food possible. Ideally, your food within 5 hours of being picked would be fantastic. So there's community supported agriculture where you can go and donate your time, 3 hours, and perhaps get a beautiful lunch or get some greens for the day or for the week. So I'm going to be investigating how we can all access more fresh vegetables and fruit. So that is really exciting. That's my mission coming up, and I have an exciting one in a couple days. I'm actually going to visit in Ojai. I just talked to the farmer, from the Farmer and the Cook, Steve Ripple, and I'm going to go interview and see what's going on up at the CSA that he runs. And it's so cool because they have the community supported agriculture, and people can order a box of whatever happens to be harvested. They go pick it up within 5 hours of it being picked, and then whatever he doesn't sell goes to the restaurant and gets lovingly prepared by his wife. So hopefully we'll get to meet her as well. And so that they're running this beautiful, self-sustained, sustainable community-supported agriculture situation. And the restaurant, I don't eat cooked food, but if I'm going to eat cooked food, organic food cooked cleanly with love, fantastic. So I have experienced that restaurant, and it is beautiful. And plus, I don't have to eat cooked food there because they have a store attached which has all of their locally grown organic food that I will just sit there and eat, the oranges and the lettuce and the broccoli, and they do have a salad bar. So that's nice. And Mike the Urban Gardener, he's going to be coming back, so we'll learn some in the pot, in container gardening for those of us who don't have a front yard. And then perhaps my friend Annie, who did my front garden, can come back. She's going to be coming back hopefully, and we'll plant some things in my front yard in Venice, which is urban gardening as well. So we're going to cover all kinds of things. I'm chopping some of the shallot. And I like a little bit of, you don't need oil in the pate per se. A little coconut oil is nice, or a little bit of olive oil. You don't have to. Sometimes I do that. It makes it a little bit, or instead of the oil, we can use a little bit of tahini, which is nice. I don't want to put that in. Okay, I'm going to blend the seeds. I have dill out. I can put a little bit of dill in, but okay, I'll do the lemon juice. So that's the mission. I feel like it's important to know what to do with the food. It's also important to know how to get the food, because a long time ago, think about it, our biggest priority was about food, and then everything else fell into place after that. And now we're all about everything else, and the food is the last thing. And if we can just figure out, streamline how to get the most nutrient-dense foods, everything else will fall into place. So those are my thoughts lately. And I'm so delighted that we are in this together. Okay, so, salt is kind of important, even though I'm adding dulse. Sides of the container here. I'm so impressed with how the food processor grinds things down so finely, because I used to use the Green Star homogenizing plate instead of the screen. It's a Green Star juicer, and they're about $500. Not everybody wants to go out and get one of those. It's a slower juicing process. It's a great juice. It gets the most out of your greens, but it definitely takes longer. Mine went on the fritz, and I haven't replaced it since. And so I kind of thought I was going to get another one just so I could homogenize seeds. Homogenize means make them very, very fine. It makes it the finest pate, but this is, I'm very happy with this. A little bit of coconut aminos is nice too. I'm just going to see if it's salty enough. Yes, it is, and it's lemony enough. This is so simple. I could go ahead and add, I think I'll add the onion. Do a little spin with the onion because they're chopped a little bit bulkier than the celery. Make it a little spicy if you want, add a little pepper. That could be fun. And here we go. Some celery. Because I just like to use what I have. You can figure out the proportions how you like it. So you can do this with almond, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, all three of them all together. And I can do the dulse. Yeah, it does turn, if you do it too long, you can actually just fold in the celery. I think that's what I normally do. If you fold in the celery, then it doesn't turn a pate green, but it's lovely. So a nice big bowl. Sorry, it was noisy. You know, it's funny. I'm thinking of doing it as I go. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil. I want a little bit of salt in here, a little bit more. That was the teeniest titch. That might have even been a teaspoon. And the dulse, I'm going to say pretty dulse. It's purple. I want to just do it all in the Cuisinart because I'm already there, and it's going to make it easy on me. I probably could have done the dulse. Who knows? You can figure out the order. We can use our common sense. That's really the thing. I'm so busy talking, I didn't plan it out. I didn't think about the order. But that's okay. It's absolutely beautiful. One more. Very exciting. Excellent thing to bring to work, to school, on a road trip. And I'm going to do something nice and show you a nice little trick. A nice trick is, let's see if I have it. A nice trick is, I do, these little things you could get at Sur La Table or kitchen stores, Williams and Sonoma, and you can make a little bit of, you take a little bit of the pate and you cookie cutter it, and then you have a nice little shape to place on your lettuce, or on a plate, or on a mushroom, or on whatever you want to serve it. I'm going to put a little dill on top, and a little bit of pepper or hot sauce would be nice. And there you have a pretty presentable, I have this red pepper pepper that's a little bit getting puckery, but that's a nice little XO on it. And garnishing is so important when you are serving to somebody, especially somebody who's not accustomed to raw food. And a little bit of sprouts you can do on top or to the side on the plate, however you want it. So, can you see that? I think I'll have to show you up closer. I think you can see. Anyway, everybody, get your greens on, enjoy your living food, and enjoy your life. See you soon.